Hello from the Crystal Coast. This is Pastor Kevin encouraging you to run with endurance the race that God has set before you. It's Thursday, March the 9th. When you step into a role that was previously filled by somebody else, would you rather follow someone who was great in that position, or someone who wasn't really getting the job done? It's kind of like being drafted early in the NFL draft by a team that the reason they have a high draft pick is because they were horrible the year before. Sometimes you step into a position where things aren't going great, and the expectations are super high. At other times, you follow a legend, and the expectations are even higher. So high, it's hard to measure up. And that's what I was thinking about as I was reading the beginning of the book of Joshua. Here's how it starts. After the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord said to Joshua, the son of Nun, Moses' assistant, "Moses, my servant, is dead. Now therefore arise, go over this Jordan, you and all this people, into the land that I am giving to them, to the people of Israel." And then he says, "Just as I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will not leave you or forsake you. Be strong and courageous, for you shall cause this people to inherit the land that I swore to their fathers to give them. Only be strong and very courageous, being careful to do all according to all the law that Moses my servant commanded you. Do not turn from it to the right or to the left, that you may have good success wherever you go. This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do according to all that's written in it. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success." So here's the question I was thinking about. What do you need to be successful, especially when you're stepping into big shoes? And you've got big shoes to fill. From these opening words in the book of Joshua, here are the things that I took away from it. First, you need a clear vision of your mission. What is it exactly that you believe you're called to accomplish? What's your mission? Know that inside and out. Second, I think a sense that you are where you're supposed to be, doing what you're supposed to be doing. That you're right exactly where God wants you to be. There's that sense of calling in our lives. And then the third thought I had as I was reading this was to follow the good examples set by your predecessor. But don't be afraid to build on what they've already established. If they did certain things well, if they set a good example, a good pattern, then follow that. But be strong and courageous. Launch out on what they've already established. So here's my question of the day. Do you think it's easier to follow a legend or a failure? Which do you think is easier, and which would you rather do? My prayer for us today is that whoever we may find ourselves following, that we would actually be the best us that we can be in submission to Jesus and representing him for his glory, because that's God's design for us. Enjoy the journey that God has you on this week, and make the most of the opportunity to gather with the people of God this coming Sunday.